If you're a heart-led, soul-led woman who's ready to stop drifting and start designing a life that actually feels like yours, I want to welcome you into Aligned and Abundant, the Soul Shine Collective. This is a private community where you'll be held by like-minded women and supported by me personally. Together, we'll get curious about what this life is truly about, using practical tools and spiritual wisdom to live by design, not by default. Think slow mornings, conscious living, present moment joy, and lifelong learning. If it's calling to you, that's your sign. Your personal invitation is in the show notes, and the doors, just like my heart, are wide open. There's a reason you've been feeling the way you've been feeling this week. If things came to the surface that surprised you, if conversations hit differently, if you found yourself questioning something you thought you'd already made peace with, that wasn't random. The planets were doing something real. And this weekend, the energy is shifting again. It's asking you to exhale, to release, and to start getting ready for one of the most powerful, fresh starts of the year. This is your Frequency Friday, and I have a lot to share with you today. Welcome back to Aligned and Abundant. I'm Christine Marcario, your intuitive teacher, and this is your space each week to understand the energy around you and how to actually work with it in your real life. So just take a deep breath and let yourself settle in. This week was quite interesting for me because I did a breathwork session, and during the call, I felt a release of sadness. But when I got done, anger actually came to the surface, and I was mad. I was mad at so many people and so many things and so many situations. And then I took my knowledge from an embodiment coach and I felt all the feels. I let the anger out, and then I took it a step deeper and I alchemized it into momentum for what I'm trying to build. So that was just one way how I was a little bit surprised by the energy of the week this week. Today, I'm covering both this weekend and all of next week through May 17th because there is a new moon in Taurus arriving on May 16th that I really want you to be prepared for. So let's get into it. Right now, we are in a waning gibbous moon. I always laugh when I say that. At 67% illumination. Also, when I say illumination, I always automatically think of the Minions, and I just want to say illumination. Okay, so the full moon came through on May 1st in Scorpio, that beautiful flower moon. That was the illumination, the peak, the moment things came to the surface. And everything that has felt heavy or clarifying or emotionally charged this week, that is the energy of that full moon still moving through you. Tomorrow, Saturday at 5:10 p.m. Eastern, the moon reaches its third quarter at 19 degrees Aquarius. This is the official releasing point of the lunar cycle. It's the cosmos asking you, what did this full moon show you? And what are you finally ready to set down? This weekend also carries the echo of Tuesday's aspects. Mars square Jupiter and Mercury square Pluto were both exact on May 5th. Mars square Jupiter can bring a feeling of charging ahead when you should probably be pausing. Mercury square Pluto makes words heavy. It makes conversations go all the way to the root of something. If things came up this week that felt bigger than you expected, that's why. Honor it. And then Sunday gives us Sun sextile Jupiter, a genuinely warm, hopeful, expansive energy to close the week. Jupiter is in Cancer right now, which is all about emotional abundance, home, and nourishment. And the Taurus sun meeting it creates this beautiful feeling of things are going to be okay, more than okay. By Sunday, something will feel lighter. Trust that. This isn't the weekend to force anything. This is the weekend to get honest, to slow down and feel what's actually here. The most powerful thing you can do this weekend is create space, even just sitting quietly, journaling without judgment, or simply noticing what keeps coming up. That noticing is doing more than you think. I've particularly had a sudden urge to journal, and so I've been journaling in both the morning and the evening. Archangel Zadkiel is so present for this weekend. Zadkiel is the archangel of forgiveness, mercy, and transmutation. He works with the violet flame, the energy that transforms what no longer serves you into wisdom and light, not suppresses it, transforms it. You see, there's a theme here this week. With the third quarter moon asking us to release and this whole waning cycle inviting us to exhale, Zadkiel is here saying, you don't have to white knuckle the letting go. Just hand it to me. His message for this weekend is this. What you've been carrying was never meant to be permanent. The old wound that became your identity, the inherited story about money that was never even yours to begin with, the version of yourself you kept performing because it felt safer than being truly seen, you don't have to carry those anymore. Hand them to me. I will return them to you as wisdom. To work with Zadkiel this weekend, Saturday evening, especially around or after the third quarter moon, light a purple or white candle if you have one. Place your hand on your heart and say out loud, Archangel Zadkiel, I am ready to release what I no longer need to carry. Please transmute it into freedom, into light, then breathe deeply and let it move through you. Now let's talk about the week ahead because this is where it gets really good. The theme of this entire week is prepare the ground. Because on Saturday, May 16th at 4:01 p.m. Eastern, we have a new moon in Taurus at 25 degrees. And this is one of the most supported, healing, abundance-rich new moons of the entire year. This lunation aligns directly with Mercury and harmonizes with Jupiter in Cancer. What that means in real terms, your mind is clear, your words carry power, and the abundance channel is wide open. Taurus rules money, self-worth, what you value, and what makes you feel genuinely secure and comfortable in your life. A new moon here is asking you to get specific. What fresh start do you want to call in around money, around your sense of worth, around what you actually want your life to feel like? This isn't about manifesting from a place of lack or desperation. This is about planting from a place of knowing what you deserve, knowing what's possible, knowing that what is meant for you is already looking for you. The front half of the week, Monday through Wednesday, is still a waning inward energy. Use it. Reflect. Journal. Ask yourself what you truly want to call in this lunar cycle and what beliefs need to shift before you can receive it. Mercury is still in Taurus through May 17th, so your thinking is grounded and truth-seeking. It won't let you get away with surface-level answers right now, and that's a gift. Thursday and Friday, the energy begins to lift as we approach the new moon. That is your window to write your intentions, speak them out loud, and plant something real. For the week ahead, Archangel Haniel is stepping forward, and it makes complete sense. Haniel is the archangel of the moon, of intuition, of grace, and of divine timing. She governs the lunar cycles and helps us work with the power of the moon in our lives and our manifestations. With a new moon arriving at the end of this week, Haniel is standing at the threshold saying, "The ground is ready. You have done the work. You have released. You have gone inward. Now it's time to plant something real. Her message for this week: your worth is not something you earn through more hustle, more proving, more making yourself smaller so others feel comfortable. No, it is something you claim. This new moon in Taurus is your invitation to claim it. Write down what you deserve. Speak it like you mean it. Plant it like a seed in fertile soil, and then trust, truly trust, that what is meant for you is already growing. Each evening this week, before you go to sleep, place your hand on your heart and ask Archangel Haniel, what do I need to know to be ready for this new moon? Then sit quietly just for 1 minute. Write down whatever comes. She will show you exactly what's ready to be planted and what still needs to be cleared. What else do you need to know? Pluto went retrograde just 2 days ago on May 6th at 5 degrees Aquarius, and it'll stay retrograde through October 15th. Pluto retrograde is nothing like Mercury retrograde. There's no tech chaos or miscommunication spiral, thank goodness. Pluto retrograde is quiet. It's an inside job. It's asking one question for the next 5 months. Where are you still giving your power away? Where are you showing up as a performance of yourself rather than actually being yourself? Let that question sit with you. The answers that come up are some of the most valuable you'll receive all year. And the good news? Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter are all direct. The runway is clear. The only thing standing between you and your next level right now is your willingness to believe it's possible. The numerology of this week is a 5, the energy of freedom, change, and breakthrough. The 5 cannot stay still. Something is moving. Let it. Your energetic focus for this weekend and week ahead: release with one hand and plant with the other. We are in a universal month 6 this month. The energy of love, home, belonging, from me into we. And everything happening in the sky right now is supporting that shift. The releasing of what was, the planting of what's next, the softening from independence into connection with yourself, with others, with what's truly meant for you. This is not the week to force massive action. This is the week to get honest, to get still, and to get ready. I want to leave you with 3 journal prompts this week. If you're multitasking right now, just hold these questions and come back to them when you're ready. They'll be in the show notes. 1. What is the 3rd quarter moon asking me to release or set down this weekend? 2. What do I want to plant at the new moon in Taurus on May 16th? Specifically, what do I want to call in around my worth, my money, and my sense of security? 3. Where have I been performing a version of myself instead of actually being myself? And what would it feel like to just be real? I release what was. I plant what's next. I trust the timing of my becoming. You are not behind. You are not doing this wrong. You are exactly where you need to be. And what is meant for you is already making its way to you. If this episode resonated, share it with someone who needs it today. Follow, rate, and review the podcast. It helps this message reach so many more people, and that is genuinely my mission. Come back next Friday because I'm doing a full new moon in Taurus episode, and you're going to want to be here for it. And in between now and then, make sure to check out Tuesday's main episode, where I continue to talk about my journey with releasing money blocks. I hope you're coming along with me for the journey. Until next time, take care of yourself.